We start this evening with continuing coverage of the case of Chad Daybell.
Today was day one of his preliminary hearing on felony charges that he helped cover up the deaths of a wife Lori's children. That was little J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan.
Now, as far as the hearing, it took place at the Fremont County Courthouse this morning. It began about 9 a.m. It just barely wrapped up a few minutes ago. Through several testimonies, evidence recordings, we were able to find out new things about this case. Today, witnesses took the stand, some from the Rexburg Police Department, the dean of BYU Idaho, and one of Lori and Chad Daybell's closest friends, Melanie Gibb. Throughout the hearing, we heard the details from several detectives on how they uncovered the evidence that eventually led them to find the remains of the missing kids, Tylee Ryan and J.J. Vallow. Many of those details we already knew from court documents.
JJ's grandparents, Kay and Larry Woodcock, who were there today, got so emotional hearing the testimonies when detectives found little JJ's remains. During the testimony of Detective David Stubbs with Rexford Police Prosecutor Rob Wood, they played a recording of the conversation between Lori Vallow Daybell and the Rexburg police detectives when they showed up doing a welfare check on JJ.
In that recording, Lori told detectives she had been moving around a lot because one of her brothers was trying to kill her, and that Kay Woodcock was trying to fight her for JJ. She also told the detectives on the recording, quote, "I look like a suspect, but I am a good person," end quote. Lori told detectives JJ was with her friend Melanie Gibb in Arizona in that recording as well.
Now, Gibb was present at the hearing today where she gave her testimony about her relationship with Lori and Chad Daybell. During her testimony, a recording was played of a call that Gibb recorded on her own without being instructed to by police. The goal of that call was to confront Chad and Lori for lying to the police about JJ's whereabouts and telling them he was with her. And she said her intent was to get evidence for the police to prove that she had nothing to do with this. During the call, Lori told Gibb, "It sounds like you've been influenced by someone dark."
His hands were folded about chest high.
Detective, can you lift that a little bit higher so people can see?
Folded like this, chest high. He had duct tape continuously wrapped from elbow all the way around his arms, over his hands, all the way to his right elbow. Several layers of duct tape that were tightly wrapped. And the best way I can describe it is he had a ball of duct tape over where his hands would be.
Okay. Was that duct tape removed?
Yes, it was.
And what did you observe after that?
His wrists were also bound with another layer of duct tape.
A testimony came during a preliminary hearing today where a judge will decide whether there is enough evidence to hold Chad Daybell for trial. He and Lori Vallow, the children's mother, face charges related to the covering up of the remains, although authorities have yet to say how the two children died or whether murder charges will be filed.